We're just asking people what they think about Elon Musk acquiring Twitter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. That's good thing.
Yeah, I think
For
it'll be,
free speech,
you know, I'm not even signed up with Twitter, but I think I will now.
I love that guy.
Oh.
I think I hope he acquires the world one day.
He's on his way. Why do you love him so much, man?
I don't know. He's very smart and attractive. I don't know. He's cool.
Like, I know he's doing something good,
Okay.
but because I know his future is trying to go to like implanting chips. He's trying to get into that for the future of robotic transmitted to humans.
You know, perhaps they're losing their minds, but I say let them.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. Well, folks, talk about flipping the bird. Elon Musk the other day finally got control of Twitter. It cost him US $44 billion, but this multi-billionaire seems hell-bent on bringing that, concept of freedom back to the Twitterverse, and we wish him well on that. But in the meantime, what do the residents of Toronto have to say about this particular corporate acquisition? Well, let's ask them and find out. Hi, sir. Nope, I knew it. We're just asking people today what they think of Elon Musk acquiring Twitter. No comment. It's that controversial. I feel like the invisible man. We're just asking people what they think about Elon Musk acquiring Twitter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. That's good thing.
Yeah, I think
For
it'll be,
free speech,
you know, I'm not even signed up with Twitter, but I think I will now.
Oh, isn't it? That's interesting. Elon Musk owning it will compel you to sign up to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
And you said it was awesome, ma'am. Why is it awesome?
Oh, because of free speech. Because that's the important thing, right?
It's a good attempt, and I will always suggest that Elon should buy as much as he can because he's providing good service to communities, good service to humans.
I love that guy.
Oh.
I think I hope he acquires the world one day.
He's on his way. Why do you love him so much, man?
I don't know. He's very smart and attractive. I don't know. He's cool.
I think it's not really a good thing because he's so rich, so he can control everything.
Certainly what Elon Musk has said is he wants to make Twitter more free. He doesn't want to kick people off the platform for having the wrong ideas. I would seem to think if you believe in free speech, that's a good thing.
But I believe that's because they are so rich and they can control the mind and give the mind's direction for future.
Oh, okay.
I think that's they are planning for future.
The last, I don't know, maybe like 5 years, man, or 3-4 years, whatever it might be. It just seems like, free speech has been taken away, man. And I like to hear other people's opinions, man. So I'm excited. I don't have Twitter, but if he purchased Twitter, right, I think I might jump on board.
I think, it's very interesting because Elon Musk is a bit of like a modern day Bruce Wayne. It's very like quirky, but
He's Batman, right?
well, he does seem like Batman, but like some of the series, like Batman goes mad. So and also the idea of like controlling a major platform like that. I mean, look at how Mark Zuckerberg works with his algorithms and his censorship. Yeah. I know that Twitter has been censored before. With the deplatforming of Donald Trump.
Yes.
And that's really like, whether you agree with him or you don't, it is like a threat to freedom of speech, because that's really what the platforms all like stands for, is the ability to allow everyone to share their opinion.
But sir, can I challenge you on that point? Do you think all the platforms do subscribe to that? I would argue that the fact that Twitter deplatformed Donald Trump, the president, was one of the inspirations, if you will, for Elon Musk to buy Twitter in the first place.
Yeah. Yes, and that's why I like it.
Okay.
But I think the next question is because he is quite a futurist type mentality. Yeah. So I can appreciate that for him acquiring, because I know he has mentioned that he feels like freedom of speech has been compromised with the deplatforming of President Trump. And whether, again, if you agree with him, Trump or not, I mean, the point is freedom of speech. So I like that. But I think the next question is will he turn into more of a Mark Zuckerberg type with because absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Why is it so many people, especially on the left side of the political spectrum, they're freaking out about this? They're saying it's a bad thing. Why are they saying that?
Because Elon have a lot of money. He's very rich and he's providing the richness to common people. Yes. And it's a good effort and it's a good effort to humankind. Elon Musk did a great job by having Twitter, and because I think he will certainly put his richness to make Twitter more rich and more exposure to the common people and more exposure to the world.
I think sometimes people actually misuse social media and they write anything they want to write. But at the same time, freedom of speech is also good. Like, people should have an opinion. They should not think 100 times before writing anything. Like, people actually have freedom of speech. It's just that Twitter is like a little bit more professional, a little bit more secure platform than any other platforms. Okay. I think if people wants to have like freedom of speech like in any other way, they have other platforms they can use. But for Twitter, I think Twitter is good as it is.
People get offended over things that don't even make sense. So no matter what you say, like, you're going to offend somebody.
There's a lot of people on the left and they're saying, I don't like Elon Musk, I don't like his politics, I'm going to quit Twitter. But I'm wondering, are they really going to quit Twitter?
I don't think so. Everybody's gonna use it.
I believe there's an agenda going on, man. At the end of the day, they want their opinion heard, and they don't want anybody else's to be heard. So I believe that's what it is at the end of the day, and I believe that's why they're freaking out, man. So yeah, man, I'm all for it. I'm sure a lot of us out here are for it too, man. We want to hear other people's opinions and what other people think, That's what it's about at the end of the day, man. We live in Canada, man. We live in North America. That's what it's about, man.
They want mass. They are very anti-freedom, basically. The leftists are very kind of like communism type of mentality. If that.
No, I think you're right. I think, the left, and I'm speaking about classical liberalism, they were all about freedom of speech, expression, assembly, and now this new leftist attitude, it's about, if you don't think the way I do, if you don't speak the way I do, I'm going to cancel you, I'm going to economically discipline you.
I swear, when I was younger, it was not like this bad, but now it's getting worse.
And maybe Twitter will be a force for good, a force for change?
With Alan, I'll be honest, I don't trust him. I know he's doing something good,
okay,
but I just feel like maybe just because I know his future is trying to go to implanting chips. He's trying to get into that for the future of robotic transmitted to humans. But okay, I know he's doing a good thing, for freedom, choice, freedom.
Why do you think those on the left of the political spectrum are freaking out about Elon Musk getting Twitter?
They're going to lose control.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's the simple answer.
I think you're right. Just a little piece of the pie is enough to make them fret.
They were able to, control the narrative in the media in general.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know Elon Musk in particular, but I think he's going to open it up a little bit. I'm sure there's still going to be some kind of restrictions. How people are in general.
The whole concept of cancel culture, it was progressive up into an extent, I think, but now it's becoming a weaponization of, character, because I think no one claims to ever be perfect. And as humans, I think you're allowed to have flaws as well as ask for forgiveness. But in cancel culture, you really only get one swing and you're out. Yeah. So I think,
we even give murderers a second chance when they do their time, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think really the point is perhaps they're losing their minds, but I say let them, because we have to go somewhere from here. And I was actually listening to a podcast with Russell Brand earlier today, and they were referring to where our culture is currently standing, and he referred to it as the pregnant widow. So the king is dead, and we're waiting for the new heir. So we're in this in between time. We're we're not really going anywhere. We're still waiting for the next outcome. So I can appreciate that.
For us, I think it's time that we step up and say something too. I think a lot of times we don't really say anything, and we let things go. But I think now, as a nation, I think we should make our voices heard. Like, in the last 12 months, ever since the pandemic, there's been a lot of protests. People have been out here, but you don't really see it on the media platform. But I'm sure now that Twitter's going to open up, I'm sure we're gonna start to see a lot of things that are going on, all over the world. And that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. I want to know, like you said, we live in Canada, man. The charters, rights and freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of opinion, right? That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Well, folks, there you have it. I have to say, I'm going to tip my hat to the good people of Hogtown. They really surprised me. I don't think we ran across anybody that was vehemently against Elon Musk getting control of Twitter. Then again, we didn't really interview a lot of people with the face diaper still on. I kind of think I know where they're leaning with that haberdashery, given that you don't have to wear that anymore, but they still do. But in any event, let's look forward to when Elon Musk is indeed running the show, and hopefully he does come as advertised, and that Twitter is yet again a platform for true free speech. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, before you know it, Mother's Day is going to be here. You don't want to stiff dear old mom, do you? Well, please go to rebelnewsstore.com. That's rebelnewsstore.com. We have wonderful new merchandise, new caps, new t-shirts, you name it. Treat dear old mom with the respect she deserves by getting her some Rebel News swag. And hey, how about this? If you type in promotion code MUM25, you'll get a 25% discount on your second item. Happy Mother's Day.
This is Rebel News.